it's different to each person depending on what your injury is and what exactly you're training or you're doing, what your practice is that means that you do need recovery. Obviously, pro athletes are being paid to play sport, which means they have to train a lot. They have to train probably on a daily basis. If you're a football player, you've got practice, I think, twice a day almost, right? Then you've got games on the weekend, right? So they're active all the time. So for them, they're like for them, as far as recovery goes, they don't just have near red and infrared, that they've got everything. Like as a pro athlete, you have access to everything, right? Because your body is, that's how you're making money. So they're like, so, I mean, I know some athletes that have like 2-3 massages every single day, deep tissue, massages, right? But your average human being who's just going to the gym, trying to be healthy, trying to transform, either gain muscle, lose, burn fat, or however, whichever, they're trying to train, and they're trying to train enough to where they can stimulate some kind of change. And usually that the quicker that they want that change, whether it be like learning a skill like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or, basketball or transforming your body, the faster you want the change, obviously means the intensity needs to be higher. And in order to maintain that intensity and keep the timeline short for the change, means you need to recover, right? So usually with the LumaFlex Body Pro, what I always say, so it has a 10-minute built-in timer, which is kind of what I would recommend for all the major body parts, right? Your chest, your stomach, your shoulders, your arms, your back, your upper back, your neck, your thighs, hamstrings, all that. Try to get a 10-minute session on each body part in the first thing in the day, and then get it before you work out, get it after your workout, and then if you need it again, try it again before bed. But usually I think 3 times 10 minutes is enough. This is if you want to go God mode, like me, right? Like I use red light. I use this device. I've got 3 of them that I take with me whenever I travel. Like I'll be sitting on a plane, and I'll be glowing red, and I'll have everyone's like, what is this okay? But yeah, if you want to go God mode, try to get as much as you can, right? Because once you feel you're getting better, you don't necessarily want to give up that feeling. You prefer just to keep doing sessions. But if you have that serious, bad shoulder or bad back, you got to do, I think, at least 20 minutes twice a day. But of course, it depends on the person, depends on their age, depends on the severity of the injury, right? But it doesn't hurt to do at least 2 times 20 minutes twice a day. And I've heard stories of it taking a week. I've heard of it taking 2 weeks. I've heard of it taking 2 hours or 3 days. Like everybody's different, and it all depends, because that's the beauty of the human race, is everybody's different, and we can all learn from each other. There's not one thing that works for everybody, right? So everyone on a cellular level, is different. So everyone's the way that their mitochondria react and are able to provide energy to be able to heal, it's different to every person. But what I always say with people, if you have a serious injury, and yes, this injury you need to get fixed, don't ever think that that's your life. That's it. I'm done. I got to retire. I'm just going to deal with it. Don't ever think that, right? Before going to pharmaceuticals, at least try something that's natural. Right? At least try something that's non-invasive, right? Something that has, numerous studies out there that most credible doctors will absolutely encourage you to try, right? Before, going to the pharmacy and looking for remedies this way, right? That's kind of what I would encourage everyone to do. Why not try something that's natural? Can't overdose on light, right? You can't, unless it's the device like the lamp, like my missus got, where it can burn you. Yeah. There's not really a risk. There's no risk. It's just all upside, right?